All right.
The African advisor. It's like a big thing to say.
Like, will I be able to clear fines if you are still in your country, like you're outside UAE, you're in Uganda, Kenya, and now you want to clear your fines and abscond and you want to come back? Let me ask you a question. I come to your house, I break your table, I break your chair, I break the TV, I break everything, and then I leave. Will you allow me to come back in your home again? Never, right? You have the answer.
Because if someone like me might find it very contradictory, like, what are you trying to say that you're the African advisor? What I'm talking is about race.
Yeah,
because
okay.
you're from a different country.
Okay, I get your point now. Exactly.
And
Why?
you're saying you're the African advisor.
I get
Are you
you.
saying Africans can't advise themselves?
Actually, what I believe is lack of knowledge. Ignorance is the one that actually gets you in trouble. Right, guys, this is Kareem again, and today I've got Monica with me. And she actually, we have met in Dubai as well, and now we're in Uganda. So for her, she talks about actually those things that which people actually shy on and then don't talk about, and then also
Yes.
she covers those topics actually.
The ones in Dubai.
Yes, what actually happens in Dubai.
The racism, how
Yes,
blacks are treated.
Exactly, how Africans are treated. As you might have seen me also talking about the same thing. So the good thing I've met her today, and she also shared her personal experience as being an African in Dubai. Yes, Monica.
So nowadays you go by Kareem. Is it the African advisor?
Yeah, just not Kareem, just
The African advisor.
Yes.
How did we arrive at that?
Okay, actually I wanted to also, the way you're doing it, of course I started for African for Life on TikTok, but that was just personal. But then once I started advising like my fellow Ugandans, then I said, why don't I change my name and create a business account where I actually advise all the Africans what's going on and what to do and what not to do and what's happening, the real things in Dubai. So that's how I got that name with African Advisor.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what kind of things do you advise about? I'm sorry for
No,
grilling
it's all
you,
right.
but I'm curious.
Of course,
it just came
I
to mind.
I totally get it. Me actually advise on visas. Because many of our African community and many of them are getting scammed also, by the way. So sorry to say. But then that's why I advise them on how to go about on their visa process. By the way. Like if somebody wants to come from Africa all the way, any country, I give them all of the options, what to do, what visas to take and what not to do. And if they are taking a certain visa, what could be the pros and cons? Because agents never tell you that. Just say, everything is very fine. They just show you those green stuff and everything is... the agents.
I actually talk about agents a lot on my channel. And especially African agents.
Okay.
I talk how they are exploiting their fellow Africans because they themselves are unable to find jobs that took them to the United Arab Emirates.
Exactly.
But just because they know where the streets are, they have decided to scam.
True.
The word is scam their fellow Africans.
Believe me, I've come across in this past year. I started this, actually I've been doing visas for 8 years. I think you already know that. But I was just doing it with Pakistanis. How did this come up with like last year when I was in Uganda, Kampala, I was in here, and then somebody contacted me like, Kareem, I know you do visas because she was an old friend. So she asked me for help. She asked me like, actually she came on Outpass. Let me tell you the story. She came on Outpass, and when you come on Outpass, people of course who are be watching your videos or my videos, they might be going to Dubai or might have someone in Dubai. So guys, if you come on Outpass, that means it's a lifetime ban. There's no way you go back. So there are agents in Dubai, they tell people, okay, you can go on Outpass. It's an easy way out, but I'll just get you a visa in 6 months' time, 8 months' time. You'll be back. There's just a ban for 6 months.
And they leave their money, they pay these agents.
That girl actually told me, I can't take the name, just for being confidential. Okay, she told me, Kareem, I've been paying that agent for 8 months now. Every month she used to send that person money after coming on Outpass, and it was almost now 5 million. And the person did not do anything, and then she came up to me, said, Kareem, this is what has happened. I said, really? She said, I asked her, like, why did you ask me? She said, for me, I thought you don't work with Africans, you just work with Pakistanis. I said, even I work with Pakistanis, the laws are the same. Visa laws are the same. They cannot be different for everybody.
The visa information is...
Exactly, the requirements
and
are
as
same.
someone who has been scammed by a fellow African...
That hurts a lot.
Who I considered a friend. I gave him my 8,000 dirhams.
Oh my God.
To make me an ID.
So it happened to you as well?
Yes. That is how I ended up being in overstay for over 4 years in Dubai.
Oh my God, so sorry
because
for
after
that.
spending money and being scammed, you just get angry and
you
you
get
don't care
frustrated,
if the police is going to catch you. You don't care about the laws anymore.
So that's how the girl said. Then she made a statement that, Kareem, you claim to love Ugandans and Africans. Why don't you help us? Because you know all these things, and if you claim that, then you are transparent. So why? So that's one case, and then another case. I was in Banias. I think you know the place.
Yeah.
So there's a friend of mine. She's there. She's like a sister actually. Her brother was also scammed with 7,500 500 dirhams. So there are two cases which happened, and then my friend, they said, Kareem, why don't you also start working with us, because you're in Dubai, you know all these things. So that's the reason. That's the time I started in January. I've got an office. I started this. Alhamdulillah, now Uganda, Kenya, Ghana, most of the Africans who follow me, alhamdulillah, they trust me, and now they've learned a lot, by the way. And what I've noticed in this 1 year, you're so right. People, when they go there, especially for themselves looking for jobs, when they don't find them, now they know, because there are people back in villages, and they also want to come to Dubai. So they become agents, not knowing anything or any process.
They don't even know where the jobs are.
I'm telling you.
They don't even know anything. I got to get this information for real after getting scammed. I'm like, but hold up, I'm smart. I'm educated.
Exactly.
I'm a street kid. I've been on Kampala streets. I've run Kampala streets. How can I fail Dubai streets, which have proper lanes?
Exactly.
I was like, no, I need to get serious. And even my visa, my ID, I got it by myself.
Oh, that is so cool, mashallah.
Yeah,
that's so
and
cool.
I don't connect people to
exactly.
To go to the UAE, because I know there are no jobs for them.
You see, let me tell you, even today, if I show you my WhatsApp, every time I get, because my number is there in public. So they say, I saw you do visas, so can you connect us? I tell them straight away, I don't offer jobs. I'm not a person of jobs.
Is a good thing.
I can just give you a visit visa or a freelance visa if you're interested. Then they ask me, what is freelance visa? I said, my videos are there, you can go watch them, and also I send them the links and I explain them. Then it's you to choose. But no jobs at all from my side. To be very honest, I don't want to eat people's money. I don't want to scam them.
Well,
That's
at least
because I'm not an agent, I'm an advisor. So how can you be an advisor and give a wrong advice to people?
Exactly.
Then you're not an advisor then.
You're just exploited.
Yeah, then you're also an agent. You become an agent.
African be like, okay, you need a job. Yeah, you get a job. You just come, pay money for the visa. You're going to find a job. I'm going to help you.
Yes, I'm telling you, many, even I think...
When even he himself, he's looking for his own job and he can't find it.
I'm telling you, that is so true. You will actually admit to that because you've been through that. People think Dubai is something, very extraordinary or something they can't have. For me, okay, I'll give my example. I came to Uganda for the first time. Of course, it was new for me. I've been to other places, they're always new. Likewise, Dubai might be new for you, but I don't think anything could go wrong. Maybe first month you might think first week even. Okay, first day you land would be new. Second day you'll get used to some other things. Third day you might know where the bus is going, which bus to take. Fourth day you might know which street is going, which is the dead end and which is an open street. Fifth day you might know where to search job. After a week, believe me, you will not be the same person as you were on the first day.
That's true.
So if you can't be the same person after a week, what do you expect after 1 month? You will know everything. Don't depend on people. I always say be independent. That's what I advise everyone. Be independent. Don't depend even on me. I'm telling you straightforward. If you like it or not,
but
don't depend on anyone.
So many Africans, they are in their bed spaces, having their phones, they have free Wi-Fi, and they're just scrolling through videos, they're watching movies. Some people, they are not as scared. Sometimes I would look at people and I'm like, you are just literally sleeping and waiting for someone else to help you.
I even post so many times on my status. You guys have data. For Dubai, everybody has Wi-Fi in their houses. You are on TikTok just slaying. Please watch those education. Even I tell people when they're in Uganda or any African country, I tell them, before coming to Dubai, Google is there. Go to YouTube, go to TikTok, search for
Get
things.
some information.
Even for Dubai, why do you have to depend on people? Come on, seriously. So you're so right. Actually, what I believe is lack of knowledge. Ignorance is the one that actually gets you in trouble. And lack of knowledge. Otherwise, if you get knowledge, believe me, nobody can scam you. So when you depend on people and you don't have knowledge, use your data in a proper way. I'm telling you, don't use your data just for, okay, TikTok is all okay. You should have fun. I'm not denying that. But at least if you're planning to go to Dubai, Saudi, any country I'm saying, not okay, Dubai, we're talking generally, any country you want to plan to go to, please start studying about it, learning about the country. Exactly.
So the other thing I want to ask you, because look, I'm really curious.
Okay, all right.
The African advisor, it's like a big thing to say, because if someone like me might find it very contradictory, what are you trying to say that you're the African advisor? What I'm talking is about race.
Yeah,
because
okay.
You're from a different country.
Okay, I get your point now. Exactly.
And you're saying you're the African advisor.
I get
are you saying Africans can't advise themselves?
Okay.
Why the African advisor on a
title.
deeper level? Because this is on the surface, and some of us might find it offensive.
Yeah, I get your point now. Yes, that's a good question as well. Actually, because I have the love for Africans. I can name myself the Pakistani advisor, but then I think only Pakistanis would see the name and come to my video or click that thumbnail or click that. For any reason, they might do that. But when they see African advisor and see my color, they're like, hey, what's this guy doing with Africans? What does this guy has to do with Africans? Let's go to his video and see. That's the time when they come and they see, okay, this guy actually is giving us the right advice and he cares for Africans the way actually our own people should be caring about us. So once they go through my videos or go through my stuff, they know, now they see that, they say, okay, now this guy actually deserves to be an African advisor because the way he's pulling us out of trouble and out of those scams, he deserves that title. That's the reason I've put that title over there, so people would actually stop scrolling and come to my name and see why is he African, why Africans don't know things. No, they do know. But the good ones, of course, they follow me, they appreciate me. The negative ones, they might think, okay, I might be having some intentions. But of course, when people go through my profile or get to know me personally, they know what my intentions are for them.
Okay, before this feels like I'm fighting for the name of the African advisor.
No, it's all right, okay.
One more last question. Be honest.
Okay.
Apart from the fact that, yes, I know you, Karim, you have helped so many Ugandans, to be honest. But is it also a business strategy? Because obviously, out of curiosity, someone will be like, African advisor. Okay, let me ask this guy about visas. And, you know, if someone is indeed going to be a converted client and they're going to make a visa, is it a business strategy as well? I understand there is a bit of
let me helping. Yeah, no problem. I understand your point. You see, I have got already a business account that I used to work with Pakistanis. It's still there. It's called Karim Travel Advisors. Right? I do business, I do visas from there. But another thing, my expertise, coming to the business point of view, my expertise I do actually visas for UK, US, Shenzhen and all that stuff for my Pakistani people. So that's what I've been doing for like all those 8 years. I was not doing Dubai visas, to be very honest, because they're not difficult anyway, because you just give passport copy and a white background picture and you're done, right? You get your visa. Same for every country and every nationality. Dubai's visas are the most easiest visas in the world.
That's true.
Right, as you might know, yes. So, but the visas I do, which are very difficult, will be a US visa, Shenzhen visa, Japanese visa, all those other countries. That's my expertise. So for this, I didn't have to do anything extra, I would say. But as I told you, I jumped into this because of what? Like Ugandans having problems. So the reason I had to keep this name, as I told you, was because to attract people to come to me. Now, when I'm, of course, putting my time and putting those things, of course, when people say, okay, Karim, you know this thing, okay, why don't you help us out? So, of course, the business comes automatically. What I believe is your intention. If your intention is to help out people genuinely, believe me, God will give you money also automatically and God will reward you for that. Some people, even they don't take visas from me, but still sometimes they just give me a gift. Karim, this is for you because you've been doing such an amazing job. Like that's how much I would say blessings I've got. Not just because of the name, because of the work and the transparency I'm doing for others as well. So business automatically comes. So it's not that I have to change my name to get people. I could have still stayed on Karim Travel Advisors. I could have just started making videos in English, and that channel or that account is more famous than this. So I could get more people from there rather than creating a new one altogether. But the new one I wanted to create just to tell people this African advisor is there, because let me tell you. If I make, let's suppose, if 10 people come to me for advice, as I told you, I give advice. And another thing on the camera, I want to put, I don't know if it's still recording.
Yeah, as long as this thing is beeping, then it's recording.
Okay, now I want to put this on camera. You'll be shocked to hear this. If Pakistanis have to talk to me for advice, I charge them $50 for 30 minutes.
For consultation?
Yes, and that's been going on my channel. You can see there, and it's also if you go to my Pakistani account and you WhatsApp me, you'll get an auto notification as well. That I charge people to talk to me for advice, because of course any advisor would charge, right? Like a doctor advises, a lawyer advises. So it's my business, of course. But for the past 1 year, I've helped Africans. I never ever charge a single coin for anyone taking advice from me, just because I wanted to help them. And then many people come for advice, they take my advice, they still go and work with another agent and take their visas from there. So I don't mind that.
I know for sure. Because so many people ask me as well, like on a personal basis, be like, hey, I'm trying to go to Dubai, and I'll tell them straight away, don't go.
Yeah.
Because that's my message and I'm not changing my mind.
Exactly.
And then someone you hear, now I'm in Dubai, can you help me find me a job? Like, come on.
Not to go. Yeah, exactly. So as your question was, coming back to the topic, that business. So if I had business or my intention of purely business, believe me, I would charge everyone to talk to me. And Dubai, everybody knows you've been to Dubai, it's about business. I cannot be in Dubai having my own office. I told you I started my office just for Africans. Otherwise, for the past 7 years, I never had an office for Pakistanis. Although they trusted me, I've traveled to 16 countries. I'm always on the go. And they just asked me, Karim, I want you to do this visa for me, or I do file processing actually. So file process for me, for Turkey, for anywhere. How much is the money? They just send me the money and that's it, I'm done. Or if they want to take an appointment, they send the money, I talk to them and advise them for 30 minutes or 1 hour and session is done. But for Ugandans or Africans, because I cannot lie, I started for Ugandans, but then now because I speak English, Ghanaians, all the other nationalities also coming to my office. All of them, alhamdulillah, all of them are there because of they can understand what I say. So I started that office because of them. But many come to my office, they go back, they take the advice, they are saved. Alhamdulillah, I thank God that I've saved few, or I say many of them, but they still didn't take visa from me. So I don't have a complaint. It's not that every client or every person who comes to my office or comes to my WhatsApp is a potential client. Yeah, for me, I don't mind. As long as they're being helped, I'm happy. As long as they have the right advice.
Now let's get into the hard stuff.
Okay.
That was easy.
No problem. Let's go. Yeah. Okay.
That was the easy part.
Okay.
So, of course, Mr. Karim, you have been to Dubai.
Okay.
You have seen You have so many friends or Africans or Ugandans in Dubai.
True.
I want to ask you this question. When it comes to the topic of racism, how was your experience? What would you talk about racism against Africans?
Okay.
Specifically
Okay,
Africans,
okay.
versus the United Arab Emirates. What would be your experience?
Actually, I've been live many times on my TikTok. And people who have watched my live, and if they're still also your followers, I mean, they're also your followers, they would agree that during my lives also I've told that Africans are not treated in the right way. It's too bad. And, sometimes, I do freelance visas as well. So I was live in a session. Someone came up to, of course, the Africans were watching, and there was one African, he came up to my, of course, on the comment section, he says, freelance visas are illegal. I said, you're talking about legal and illegal. Me, what I'm talking about is human and inhuman. Those guys make you work more than 10 hours, 12 hours, 15 hours, and still don't pay you for 3 months. I'm telling you, that's really the truth. They'll make, and I don't know, they think, I might go off the track, but that's how it is. They think Africans are some supernatural human beings. The most difficult and dirtiest of tasks they'll give to Africans.
I think the word you're looking for is slave.
I'm telling you, yes.
They
actually,
think Africans are slaves.
I used to say that on live as well. The live, I've said that they treat Africans as slaves. That's the truth. They think like, I don't know, they've bought them. They are not employees, they are slaves. No, it's not like that. So when you're talking about legal and illegal, me, I'm talking about human and inhuman. They don't even treat you as humans. I don't know what to say more than that, but believe me, that is not a place to be, like when you're there, they don't respect you the way you should be respected. They don't actually, they make you, for example, if there was a line or a queue, and Africans were also in the line, they'll ask you to stand separate. That's how they treat you guys. So that's, to be honest, it is straightforward. I can't lie, I can't hide, because that's the fact. And I've been talking about that on my African Advisor lives as well, and people know that. So,
when I tell my stories, I feel like a sense of relief because we didn't rehearse for this.
Yeah, true, of course.
This conversation. Yeah. I feel a sense of relief because every time I tell my stories and I talk how I had to fight for my salary, I've worked for someone, and at the end of the month, I'm like, pay me. And this person is telling you to your face that they're not going to pay you because they don't really care. They will tell you that there is nothing you can do
about it.
And at some point, I would know that there is nothing I can do because many Africans, inclusive myself, I was working on overstay. But you have employed me. I'm doing a lot of work for you.
True.
So by mere agreement, you want to pay me. As much as I'm in overstay, so many people are working like that. So
exactly.
You don't have to exploit me because of my situation. So many Africans are going through the same.
Same thing.
So when I tell my story, I think some people feel like maybe she's creating banter.
No. I'm telling you, because for me, of course, because I do visas, I have people like those who come to me with their problems.
Yeah.
Karim, I've worked for this person. What to do? Like they're not paying us. This is so many cases are there, like with me even. So I tell them that the problem in Dubai, people might think, okay, yeah, it's a place which has rules. There are no thieves. Your phone will not be snatched.
That's
you are
true.
safe. But I don't know if you understand what I'm about to say. I was sitting with my friends from Uganda at Union. I told them, in Dubai, your things are safe, not you. Do you understand what I said? Your things are safe, not you.
They will deport you. You're not safe, but your things, they'll always be safe.
No, I've seen incidents happening. When I say about safety, I've seen incidents happening, like people being hurt, when I said, by maybe other nationalities, other races. Even if I don't know if there are incidents that happened long time back, because actually I grew up in Dubai, by the way. A certain nationality, an African, I don't know if I would say that, I had a girlfriend who was a Ugandan. So, there are buildings, tall buildings over there, right? Yeah, Dubai is full of buildings. So he pushed her out of the window. She fell down, and of course she passed away. And nothing was done about it. Because why? There's no proof. She just jumped. She fell off. So what I'm trying to say is, you are not safe. Your things are very safe. So anything can happen to you, and believe me, they'll care less, especially when you're in Africa. Because people go to the police, complaints, they go. I get those cases, as you said, the boss is not paying me on time, or the boss is not paying me for 6 months. They go to the labor, make a complaint, what happens? Nothing. Let me tell you this. Let me tell you the other stuff, the policies. If you go make a complaint against your boss, they will give you the passport, because the bosses usually hold passport, which is also illegal again. I'm not in favor of that. I hate that thing. You should not give your passport to anyone. Nobody has the right to keep your legal document. Yes, exactly. But again, who cares,
So
right?
many people
Because
don't
as long
know
as you're
this.
African, they don't care. Now, once you make a complaint, the labor will call the boss. They'll give you the passport. What the boss will do in turn is put you in abscon. Now, that is the challenge you guys and people will face, fellow Africans, that once you're in abscon,
have a fine.
and then you also have an abscon. But when you're abscon, No, when you have an abscond, nobody can remove that abscond besides your boss. So in the end, you also have to go back to your boss, begging him to release that abscond. So that is the challenge, you'll be facing every time if you make a complaint. So some people get scared and they don't want to go to make complaints unless they're ready to face the consequences. So guys, I'm telling you, this year or that year, wherever you pull it from, you're still in the same cycle. You will not be treated equally and rightfully in a proper manner. That's what I would say, actually, to be very honest.
Okay, one more thing around the same subject. I know recently visa rules, they keep changing every single day.
Yes, by the way, that's another problem.
What do you think about, what do you deduct? I'm going to tell you what I deduct from the fact that right now they are only giving visas to Kadama.
Okay.
In translation, that is a housemaid.
Mid visa, house. Yeah, I know.
So any other employments, they are not offering visas.
Okay. Okay, as you already know that Dubai rules change every time. So what happened, because this is amnesty going on right now, so they have done that for just for some time. After maybe amnesty, we're hoping that they might also come back to the normal employment visas as well. So, but again, things keep changing. For people who really want to get updated, they should be following Dubai News or whatever. If you're making videos, of course, they should follow you. If they know me, they should also follow me. We always update. Because the visas, policies, and all those structures, like visit visas, for example, they sometimes open, they sometimes close. Tomorrow you will hear they're open. Day after tomorrow, they close back again because of the quotas, because of so many things. Of course, there's so many technicalities also involved in this. Because also, like for example, they also see that how many people are coming in the country and how many people are leaving. So they also depend on that. So many things also involved. So I cannot give you exact date or a frame of this, that this is implemented forever. No, it might change, of course. It can even change tomorrow. It depends on how the system is running in UAE and how much quotas they have for other people and other companies. Let me tell you one more thing. The camera freelance visas are not allowed in UAE. They're not legal, by the way, because you see with a freelance visa, let me tell you this, it will be very interesting. For example, what is a freelance visa? Okay, actually a freelance visa is a different name. It is a category in every country. Like not every country, most of the countries have introduced freelance visas. Freelance visa is where a person gets a visa directly from the government and can work freely anywhere as a freelancer. But in Dubai, freelance visas, they have the name, but the game is totally different. In Dubai, what happens is that you get for example, you come to us as we are a company.
A registered company in Dubai.
Right, we open a company. But now our intention for opening that company is to sell visas. To be very honest, I have to be honest. So you come to us, you say, now because you actually, a person who has been in Dubai, they know that if they work or they come on a job visa, directly an employment visa, or work for a company that is giving you a visa and a job, both together, it becomes a problem because it's a 2-year contract. And I'll give an example, even a husband and a wife or a brother and sister always cannot be in love always. There are times when there are mood swings, things can go wrong. So likewise, the person you're working for is not your husband or your brother or father. So things can go wrong anytime, right?
Yeah.
But when you're in a contract and he's also the one who's sponsoring you on your visa, that means if he slightly thinks that you might take off or he's not happy with you, he might put you in abscond and you might not even know about it and you'll be still working for him. So that's one dangerous thing. So when people get to realize that now I can get my own visa and also work for anyone I want to work, and I can leave anytime I want to live because he's not paying me on time, because he's not treating me right, you can leave anytime you want. So people tend to get those visas from us and we call them freelance. Though it's not,
they're not
actually freelance. They're
employment
visas, but without employment. That's what I tell people.
I have a freelance visa.
Like the same thing, employment visa without employment.
The company.
Yes, exactly. You get your own, exactly. That's what you get, an NOC. You get a salary certificate. NOC means you get work anywhere you want to work. So those are the things that actually. So when people realize that, they get these visas. But the government does not want this to happen. Coming back to your point, why? Because the government says no. It's a wrong policy. You should work with the company that, giving the visa. Exactly. Why? Because they want to control you. Now, because you're on a freelance visa, you can't be controlled, right? Because if I even give you the visa, but I can't control you because I've taken that money. But the bad part, if I agree with the government, okay, let's do this. I'll work let's suppose I'm going to this person, Monica, and she's my employer. Okay, I'll listen to the government. Okay, fine. Monica will give me the visa. Monica will give me the job. No problem. I'll take her visa. I'll work for her. But where does it say that Monica also has to take money from my salary for my visa? So the rule is, if somebody is giving you a visa, it
should be free.
Exactly. You should not be paying for it.
They shouldn't charge you for it.
Even 1 dirham, 1 shilling even. So if they are taking money from you, even they are going against the law. So if they're going to go against the law and exploit you, why should you not go against the law as well and be
your own boss?
Exactly. So freelance
but if they don't give you an NOC
and no objection certificate, but
if they don't give it to you, you're still at risk. So you just need to be smart
And
And make
who
sure
does not?
so-
Like if the freelance people, like if you're getting a
your
freelance.
employer, your actual employer gives you an ID, gives you a residence visa,
Okay.
but they are taking money from your salary.
That is not right.
That isn't right.
Yes, exactly. That's not
But
allowed.
you cannot just leave as well because you don't have the.
And that's what I'm saying. When people get to know what and how Dubai works, that is why
They will live freely at least.
I'm telling you, okay, you know, like I do freelance. During amnesty, I've helped many people with the freelance visas, and most of them. Let me tell you one more thing. It's on the camera. New people. Like who ask Monica, oh, help us with jobs and all that stuff. Maybe you're new, but people who are in Dubai, I have a lot of friends who do mobile money. I have a lot of friends who do cargo, you know, like transporting cargo. I have a lot of friends who do hustling. Believe me, if I ask them, like when they come to my office, like for the ID and all that, I ask them like, do you want a job? Are you look what you'll do? Hey, Karim, we never want a job. Those people don't want to work anymore. They know that without that job, even they are making money and they're also free as a bird. They're not under someone who can exploit them. Now they're their own boss. So the only way I would suggest in Dubai to live freely as being your own boss is get your own visa. Otherwise, don't work for a company. Don't look for jobs, I'm telling you. You can make more money. Like jobs, how much do they pay, for example? Okay, let me be honest over here. Jobs, they may pay one okay, you can Ugandan shillings because maybe your viewers are Ugandan. Okay, let me talk in dirhams. Okay, let me use
people
dirhams.
can easily convert.
Okay. I think the salary starts from 1,500, max 2,000 stretch. Yeah, over there. So you're moving
everything
around.
under $1,000.
Yes, exactly. Thank you so much. Around $500, you're moving around $500. To be very honest.
Yeah.
Yes, but that is for job. But let me tell you, my friends, I have a lot of friends. Monica knows who are Ugandans. They are very good friends of mine, and believe me, they're making more than $1,000 and $2,000 just because they're doing their own stuff. They're not working for anybody. So that's what I would say.
It's getting very late.
And it's also getting
Let's try to close this one
Yes,
here.
exactly.
Do you have anything you want to ask?
Okay, I want to ask you, be honest. When you went to Dubai and you're back, now you said you have a freelance visa? Is that? Yeah, you have. Okay. The people that watch you, when they ask you to come to Dubai and of course connect to jobs and all that stuff, and then you tell them no. But I would say, actually not ask you, I would say that you need, maybe you start making videos or start, because you see, even you stop so many people. Because I used to tell Pakistanis, I remember these things. Even in, like for example, even when I make videos on advisory on my African channel, I tell people what visa to take, what to do. But still some people, of course, they don't always listen to what you say, right? So I always give them a backup plan. If in case you go through this, do that. In case you go through this, do that. So I would say, like, if you tell them not to come to Dubai or go to anywhere, but still people will be going. So I would say, like, you also advise them, if they go, then go take this route. At least they'll be safe rather than again getting into trouble and going into like they'll be scammed. I'm telling you.
Yeah.
Because people, what I've learned, if they don't listen to me or you, because we always transparent, that means the second route is being scammed. They'll be scammed definitely. If they don't follow a route. Yes.
Who they are gonna believe is gonna be lying to them.
So it's better that we give them both options. First, don't go. If you're going, then please go do this. You'll be safe at least somehow. So that's what I would say. Then asking you, I would just ask you a question. Uganda and Dubai. What differences have you felt?
Uganda and Dubai,
Like,
there are some good and bad differences.
Okay, what are the goods and bads? I just want you to highlight.
The goods
for my
in
people as well
Dubai,
who are still watching. Okay.
I obviously love the security in Dubai. I've talked about this so many times.
Okay.
And at some point, it kind of felt like the only thing that should keep me in that country. Yeah, that's it. I only love the security.
Yeah, right. Your things are
Your
safe.
things are very safe.
Your things are very
You can
safe.
sleep even if the door is open.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but in the end, to me, the security was no more with the recent police raids, which are
that
very
we're having,
rampant
yes.
every single
Yes.
night. Every time you can't go anywhere, you feel like the police is going to stop you at any time. So the security kind of reduced in a unique way, not in a Ugandan way. The Ugandan security, like right now we are here, our windows are down, someone might come and snatch our cameras, take our phones. In Uganda, that is the insecurity. They can break into your house. That could never happen in Dubai. So those are the differences.
Okay, that's the good thing. And
the bad thing I've talked about already too much.
Okay, no, in Uganda, what is the good thing? What I would say, okay, let me add that on. Dubai is all artificial. I know you guys might like those buildings, those beautiful places, oh my God, Burj Khalifa, all that stuff, but those are just like for a few seconds. But actually, the beauty in Africa or Uganda, I would say, is more of actually real and natural than that fake one. So I would say that anytime, hands down, Uganda wins Dubai.
Absolutely. In beauty, the people.
Exactly.
Kindness. In Dubai, there are no friends. Anyone you look at, you think that is my friend, just give them a minute.
It's just getting dark, but I want to add thing. Dubai, the human beings that you see moving around, they're not human beings, they're robots and money-making machines.
Yep.
no human beings you find in Dubai.
Next time we shall talk about businesses in Dubai.
True, by the
because I have some little bit of experience, and I have a few questions as someone who has an actual business that is running there.
Okay, we'll do that, of course, next time, definitely. Guys, so I think we should call it a night or a day, whatever it is. But yes, it was nice actually talking to you and having your experience. And of course, we'll be making more videos, inshallah. We'll try our best to educate you more on these things, because these things people need to know, and people need to learn about these things.
Yeah,
I'm telling you, because especially when it comes from people like us who have actually first-hand experience, not like we have listened to those stories or heard those stories from our ancestors. No, my father went there in 1976 or 78, and I went there in 1986. So, and Monica's there been for also so many years. So you will know first-hand experience, inshallah. So keep watching and keep following and keep supporting us.
Thank you guys for watching.
And
comment, share, subscribe, leave a like, and we'll see you in the next one.
And me always say and all my videos nowadays, because now it's becoming my tagline, that I love you so much and God bless Africa. One love.